Once upon a time, in the 21st century, Dr. Randy and his research mate, Dr. Osanto Voyonkar, two famous critics of homeopathy, led a double-blind randomized control trial on the peacekeeping effects of Cannabis Indica among 100 participants. These participants were suffering from mental unrests caused by their failures in relationship, business, and social life. These two researchers noticed that almost 90% of the participants were feeling mental peace upon taking cannabis. Cannabis took them to the realm of fantasies, where they were living in peace and happiness, with voluptuous young girls, like Cleopatra, Meriline Monroe, and many others. So they came to the conclusion that cannabis is a scientific and rational medicine of mental unrest. Moreover, in their research paper, entitled The More Cannabis, The More There Is Peace, Make Cannabis Lawful in Every Country of the World, they made an appeal to the governments of the world to make cannabis legal for people of all ages with mental unrest. But Samuel Hahnemann, a troublemaking man, came in between with his theory of superimposition of two diseases, and raised the question that, how can a rational person lead randomized control experiment on the effects of cannabis, which is supposed to cause disease? He claimed that since cannabis is a disease-causing agent, the RCT experiment on the peace bringing effects of cannabis on people with opposite symptom, such as unrest and mental agony, is going to be futile. Cannabis does not really cure the disease of mental unrest and depression. Rather, this cannabis-induced jolliness and peace simply superimpose and overshadow the disease of mental unrest and depression. Both cannabis-induced peace and mental depression go hand in hand during the medication of cannabis. But as long as the cannabis-induced jolliness overpowers the patient, he seems to be cured of the depression temporarily, and when effects of cannabis subside, the depression returns. The depression returns because it still goes on during the effects of cannabis. If the depression were cured by the cannabis, it would not return. Still, these cannabis-addicted critics, Randy and Voyonkar, sing for the scientific effects of cannabis, and the fools gather around them for some pinches of peace and happiness. Hello, viewers! Will you suggest some pouches of cannabis for your unrestful, vibrant child?